Let's see. Yeah, we are on YouTube, so let's start. Good evening, YouTube. We are here. Actually, my name is Warley, and we are here for another English immersion. The topic for today is how are we going to deal with mental health? So we're gonna talk a little bit about this. But before to start, I would like to explain a little bit about Talk and Talk and about this kind of immersion, so you that are watching us on YouTube can understand how all of these works. Okay, so in a general way, Talk and Talk is a conversation platform for beginner, intermediate, and advanced speakers. We are not here to teach you anything directly. I'm not an English teacher, for example, but we are here for focus on the conversation in a real conversation with real people and with a real topic. And the idea is to develop your fluency and your confidence as an English speaker. We don't focus on corrections also. So the idea is to practice here and to learn with all of you. So besides English, we have other languages like Spanish, French, Italian, and German, I believe. And you can see all of that on the Talk and Talk website, okay? So, with that in mind, I think we can go to the introductions and after that with the questions, okay? So, Rogério, can you please introduce yourself for us?
Yes, good evening, guys. I'm Rogério. I'm 49 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, but was born in São Paulo. Yes, I lived there. Thank you for 20 years in Carapicuíba City. After that, I moved to Rio de Janeiro. I married here. I live with my wife, my stepdaughter, my two dogs. I'm working now, I guess, company as accountant. Um, in my free time, I like to practice exercise, play the guitar, read a book, watch movie, listen gospel music. I think that's enough. That's it.
Amazing, amazing. So, and what about you, Gamma? Can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Guys, good evening. I'm Joans. You can call me Gama. It's easier to say, I think so. I'm from Sergipe and 27 years old. I also play guitar, Rogério, at my free time. Today, I just play guitar. I don't study music anymore because I don't have time for it. So I play the songs that I like. It's different. Yeah, and just it. I like to read books at my free time. It's something that I like to do. Watch movies. I don't watch a lot of series because sometimes I got addicted. So I it take a lot of time of my life. So I hate it, avoid. I avoided it. It's better for me. I think so. Yeah. I at my free time, always I can. I go to the beach, friends and whatever. Something like that. I like to do and hike, and sometimes I like the nature. Yeah, that's it.
Nice. You said some interesting point about watching series, for example, because I do the same. I can't start to watch a series, for example, and I can't like stop after watching one or two episodes. You know, so it's pretty complicated. You need to watch all the season, so it's a lot of time, and I don't have this time, so I also avoid to do that. It's a specific point about me as well. And what about you, Jesse? Can you please introduce yourself for us?
Of course, good evening, guys. My name is Jesse. I live in south of Brazil, near to Porto Alegre capital. I live with my wife. I am 24 years old, and I work in a data area. In my free time, I like to play chess. Actually, now I play a lot of chess and go to the gym too, read some books sometimes when I have time. And yeah, I like to watch movies and series too.
Amazing. You said about chess, and do you like or do you play poker, for example?
No, I don't know play poker.
Yeah, I have the actually I want to learn about that, you know. It seems like pretty interesting the point about the strategy related to this game, but actually I also don't know how to play, but it seems like interesting, I believe. Chess as well, but I don't know. I have the feeling that's a little bit boring, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know if
poker is more about people, and chess
yeah,
I think is more about strategy, and
it's a good point.
uh, know the movements that you can do or something like that.
Yeah, that's a interesting point. Amazing. So, about me, my name is Warley. I'm 25. I live in Recife, Pernambuco. I work with IT in IT projects. I'm also English host here on Talk and Talk. I'm here since 2022. I have started with Spanish, and nowadays I'm focused more on English. I like to learn language. I like to learn about neuroscience and behavior as well. I like to run. Um, and yeah, I think that's all about me. So let's go to the question number one. How will people's understanding of mental health change in the next decade? And do you think mental health awareness will improve in the future? So let me know about you, Jesse. What do you think about this?
The first to answer is hard, but I think today we are so busy and we have problems that we don't have before. So it's interesting think about that because our mind needs help, our brain needs help sometimes. And this is an important topic today, and the people, we have a lot of channels in YouTube talking about that, about the problems, and we hear a lot of news talking about that too. So I think this is uh, each more I think this is show in TV or something like that, and the people will talking about that because is very important. Here in Brazil, I don't know if we have a lot of cases of death about the mental health, but I know in other countries we have. So this is important to talk about that. Uh, and that's it. Let me see the question. Do you think the mental health awareness? Yeah, I think it will improve because we have more channels for communicate that, like today we can learn about these things in YouTube, and we can learn in a free way. So I think this will be improved in the future. Now actually is good if you want to know about the things, is only search in Google or other uh, platform, but I think it will improve in the future. Yeah.
I don't know if you think the same, but for me, it's like a paradox, you know, because in one hand, I believe that people is more focused right now on mental health and they take care about this. And actually, they focus a lot about maybe to be awareness about this, you know. But in other hand, I believe that there are a lot of people with problems with mental health because of technology, because of easy dopamine and all this stuff. And yeah, I don't know if you have the if we have the problem and we have the solution at the same time, and it's like a paradox because some people it's improving and some people it's get worse, you know. So I don't know. It seems like just a feeling for me, but maybe in the future, people will improve that more, and maybe they are like realizing right now or nowadays that technology and social media is not so good, and they need to take care of the time that they spend there, you know. But it's a
Yeah,
complicated point as
I
well.
I do an exercise in my life, and I started this year without Instagram, and I won like 1 hour per day without Instagram, so it's a lot of time that we spend in social media, and yeah, this is you need to be careful with this.
Yeah, and it's related with a lot of people, a lot of things actually, related to comparison and anxiety and all this stuff. But it's also related to mental health because it's a lot of easy dopamine that you are going to have on scrolling all the social media, and it's important. And in a general way, you don't realize that you are spending a lot of time on there. So that's the complicated point. And it's pretty hard when you compare like using social media and you could to use this time, for example, to do exercise or other things better for your health. So it's a complicated point, I believe. But yeah, maybe we are improving. I don't know. But what do you think, Gama? Let me know your opinion about this.
I Yeah, this is a hard question, I think so. But about mental health, I think that it can change with the time. And it will change a lot, I think so. How the people see about this, because today I think that we have more ads about it, and more knowledge about the life and mental health, and I know, I think the next generation uh will have more knowledge about it. I don't know if they will be health, but they will have more knowledge about this subject, I think so. Uh, so I think about technology, the technology and technology will grow up a lot of the time, and it will be good for solve problems with the mental health, and help people to they sick in the wherever they could have. So I think in the future it's something, for me. I don't know what could happen, but I think that I don't know about the mind of the people, but about knowledge, I think we will have a lot of knowledge about it, and a lot of forms to solve the same problem, I think so. But I don't know if the people will have will stay healthy than today. I couldn't say. It's a hard problem.
Um, Let me see if I can create a specific question about this. Do you think people nowadays have more problem with mental health uh, related to we have technology and we have social media and we have a lot of problems with that, but we also have like information and we have more tools to deal with that? So do you think that people nowadays have more problem with this reality, or compared to people of the past generation, for example, that they don't have these a lot of social media, but they also don't have like these tools and this information? What do you think it's more?
I think the technology has um, been a problem, because uh, for the people that don't don't know how control themselves, I think so. For example, there are people that stay all the day in front of the screen of the cell phone, and the all day that all time that they do it. I think so. It's a new knowledge that they are getting, and it will missing in a few seconds sometimes because it's a lot of things that is passing all the day. I think it has it's a problem for mental health sometimes for people that we didn't have in the past. I think so. So in this case, I think in the past we could don't have this problem, but I think sometimes the TV and whatever could be, but yeah, I think it's different. It's a lot of different. I think so. Uh, but I think in the future technology could be a problem for people that don't know how control themselves. The biggest problem I think is this.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure about this. I don't know what's worse, but I don't know. In my opinion, I believe that the reality with technology, not technology, but the reality with social media and all these habits that we have right now, it's worse compared to the past generations, you know. I know that we have improved a lot on the mental health awareness, and we have a lot of tools, and we have more tools nowadays. But the bad points related to social media and all this stuff, in my opinion, it's worse. You know, it's pretty complicated, and as you said, a lot of people don't know how they control these social media or these technology. So it's pretty hard to deal with that, you know, and to take away of this, it's pretty hard. So yeah, but it's a hard question as well. I'm not sure about this. And what do you think, Rogério? Let me know your opinion.
Well, as I saw, we have a different opinion about this topic. I think it's a very hard subject, but I agree part of the say and Johansson said. Um, we spend many time using social media, and we don't forget we have many people that don't have the money to to take care of your health. You know, I mean, go to the gym, practice exercise all day. They don't have these habits. But I think it's important to mention that because uh, uh, we're talking about the future, you know, and talking about what is very important for us. It's our health, you know. Uh, if people have just have a apps in your cell phone to follow your health, your heart, your pressure, your another problem. I think it's would be uh, putting your idea that so important is take care of mental health. Uh, in my case, for example, I try to do exercise 3 times by week, but sometimes I don't get, don't get, I think. So I try to do 1 or 2 times by week. It's so very important. In the future, I think nowadays I think I don't know if you have an opportunity to see there from China robots dancing in the internet and TV. So if they do this, how about uh, tools to help us to awareness, our mental health to take care about this topic, I think. Don't forget as well, we have the AI nowadays. I think in the future it should be improved a lot for help the humans, I think. It's very good.
Do you think in the future people will use like AI as a mental health assistant or a psychologist, maybe a virtual psychologist?
Yes, I think yes. We have this famous voice. I forget. I need to buy for my wife. I forget the name. Help us. Don't forget something in our house. Forget the name. Google. Do it. Do it. I forget the name.
I don't know.
The robots said something when you are in your kitchen, for example, cell phone is talking, turn off the TV, turn on the light. I forget the name, the robots, the forget.
Uh, uh,
Alexa? No?
Alexa, nice, thank you.
yeah,
Yes,
okay, yeah.
Alexa could be helping to some therapy. Just to finalize this topic, my wife is therapy and psychologist. They help us, some people that they didn't see them, and the first contact with them, when they talk the problems, they start to cry. Just cry a lot, share a lot, share a lot. Many people are with this problem, so I think in the future AI could be helping a lot.
Yeah, actually, I don't think that will happen in the future because it's happening nowadays, you know. I believe that people use nowadays a lot of points related to AI to help with mental health and maybe just to talk, you know, maybe just to have a conversation with a friend or something like that. So in a general way, I believe that it can help people, but I don't think that people would have actually uh, actually I believe that people shouldn't use AI as a psychologist, you know, because it's not easy like that. But it's nice when you think about just to have a conversation, or for example, at my job, I use GPT a lot to discuss about a solution or just to discuss about to have some ideas and compare the point that I'm trying to do with other ideas that they have. So it's nice to use like that, but to as a psychologist, it's more complicated because it's not so easy like that. You need to know exactly how to do that, and it can lead to a lot of problems. So it's more complicated, but in a general way, I believe that maybe people will get help about this in the future, and maybe they are right now. I don't know, but that's a good evolution, I believe. So let's go to the question number two. What will schools and workplaces do to support mental health in the future? What do you think, Gama?
I think they will do more than they do today. For example, uh, I think some companies, schools, and whatever, once a year or twice a year, do lectures and speecher for the people about this subject and whatever. I think in the future they will insert about it and will bring this subject more times a year in the I don't know with different activities and with technology to show the people. I think what about it, how they could look after by themselves, they could about these lives and the mental health and whatever. So I think I don't know if they will create a new one thing, but they will do uh what they do today, but often more often than they do today. I think so.
Yeah, mainly on the workplaces, I believe that it's a lot of change, you know. Nowadays, a lot of companies focus a lot on benefits related to mental health, related to exercise that impacts a lot as well on that. Um, and there is a lot of things that companies can do to help that, you know. It's not just related to benefits and maybe a gym pass or something like that. I believe that is called WellHub nowadays, but it's also related to have flexible hours of work and all this stuff. That there is a lot of other important points that help on mental health, and I believe that companies nowadays focus more on that compared to before, you know. So it's a nice point, I believe. But what do you think, Rogério, about this?
Even though we have in some countries a serial killer, kill students, teacher, friends, colleagues. I think the support is very important. I think for for this support, I think I agree with Jonathan. Doing something like search on the internet or talking about the therapy or provide psychology for these children, these guys. I think it's important. Some activities in the forest, I think, is important as well. There are many children or adolescents, yes, adolescents, with problems in their house. So I think conversation is the main point that help mental health to talking to say what's problem, what's future, what's they think about the future. I think conversation is the main point, maybe.
Yeah, that's a important point because uh, this phase about teenager is not an easy moment on the life, you know. And in a general way, maybe they don't have the support at home with their parents. So it's a important moment to focus on that. And maybe a lot of teenagers have like these problems with mental health. So maybe the school can help on that. So I agree with you. It's pretty important to focus on that and to have like some programs or some ideas or some points to help them. So it's a pretty important moment to them, and it's complicated because in a general way they don't have like deal with mental health and deal with these points. So it's important. It's pretty important. But what do you think, Jesse? Let me know your opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you guys, but I have doubts if this works, because you can see in the internet a lot of people that have these benefits and have a good job, earn a good money per month, and work in a good company. And these people have more problems with mental health than the others people's. So I don't know why, but I think it's the pressure about the job, is the pressure about the society, because when you earn uh, money and you need to do things that your friends do, like I don't I can't do the things that I want to do. I need to do the things that my friends or my coworkers do, because I need uh, to be, how can I say that, but I need to be in the same space that the other peoples are. So this is hard, and I don't know why, but I saw a lot of videos about that in YouTube. The people that have everything, like a good job, a benefits for health, and uh, in the same way have a lot of problems about mental health. So I don't know if the benefits or something like that can work for this.
Yeah, I believe that's not related just to benefits, you know. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of benefits, for example, on the company. If the company don't know how to deal with the people on there, if the companies if they have so pressure on the company and unbelievable deadlines or something like that. So it doesn't matter the benefits, but it's also important. The problem I believe that's more related to the company and to the managers, for example, and not only about people specifically or the benefits, you know. Uh, in a general way, it's like a balance. If you have some benefits that help people to engage on exercise and take care of their mental health and all this stuff, and the workplace, it's okay, it's nice as well. If you don't have a lot of pressure, a lot of uh, short deadlines or some idea about this, is the best way to deal with this with that, you know. I believe it's more related to this point, but I agree with you. It's not only about benefits, and the benefits will not fix all the bad points that the company have, you know. That's the specific point. So let's go to the question number three, like right now. How will technology affect mental health in the coming years? We are talking about the point that related to the bad points on technology and how technology can lead to these bad points and negative points related to mental health. But let's talk about the opposite. How will technology affect mental health in a good way, for example, in the coming years? Uh, what do you think, Jesse? Let me know.
Well, if I need to weight this, I think is more negative than positive for our health because when we have more technologies, we need to learn more and more faster, you know, because you need to understand what the people are talking about. You need to understand for do your job. So we need to learn each more faster, you know. So like yesterday we don't have gypsy and now we need to learn gypsy because you know the people are talking and you need to use in your job. So it's crazy talking about that because we have a lot of things and you need to learn, you need to talk about that because if you don't know about that you can be fired sometimes. And uh, I don't know, but you can be out of the society, you know, or out of your uh, co-workers are talking about. So this is, I think the weight is more negative than positive.
Do you think this feeling about I need to learn everything and I need to be like updated maybe with the information and all these things? Uh, Actually, I forgot the continue of the question. Let me rephrase that. Do you think this feeling about to be updated and focus a lot on to get all the information and all the new information is the same on others jobs, or is just related to technology? Because I believe that we focus a lot on technology area on that, you know, I need to learn everything and I need to be updated with the new things, but I don't know if it has the same feeling on the others uh areas, you know. Do you think is the same?
Actually, technology impact our areas, you know. So ask Rogério, for example. Obviously, they will be impacted about with technology, and I think is about our areas because youngest people now don't want to work in operational jobs, you know, like to do something with their hands or something like that. They want just uh, be in house, stay in house and coding or doing something more easier. and this problem, I think, will be affected all the positions because we have less people working in operational area. And I see that in my company, for example, we have a lot of difficult for contract for hiring people for working in administrative and sales, so this impacted the other salespersons because they need to work more because we don't have more people.
That's crazy because uh, in sales we need to actually, yeah, it's different, I believe, but in sales we focus a lot on talk with people in general way, and I don't know, in the past maybe a lot of people like to do that, but yeah, I agree with you. A lot of young peoples and a lot of people in a general way nowadays focus a lot on, well, I want to work in a remote way with my computer and all this stuff, and to have this geography freedom or maybe this idea, and we need people for work with a lot of things, manual things as you said, and a lot of other things related to, I don't know, work with talking with people and manage people and all this stuff. And I don't know, yeah, maybe this bubble related to technology on the pandemic changed that a lot, So the 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 idea about to earn a lot of money working from home and doing less or doing a little thing, a little work, uh, it changed a lot this idea on people, and that's complicated because it's not so easy like that. It's not so easy at all. But okay, good point. And what about you, Rogério? What do you think about this?
I agree with you just said. And I don't know if there are more benefits than more positive. In the balance is a more positive or negative because we can see many people typing when they are walking, typing in the cell phone, forget what's happened besides or in front or besides that. I think um, question number four, no, right? Four, yes. Uh,
Actually, number three.
Three, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the bad or the good, if it affected well or bad. I don't know. Uh, but some points that I'd like to mention is we have entertainment with technology. We have medicine improving a lot with the AI or robots. I think it will be more productive in the future. But the bad people use this technology to the bad, do bad things to good people. It's difficult. It's a difficult question. I don't know what's happening in the future. Uh, uh, it's impossible to see what people do in the bedroom or in their room. Before some years ago, we all were afraid of about people in the street, you know. But nowadays we are afraid of people atrás do notebook. I don't know the word correct.
Behind the screen.
Yeah, behind the screen. Yes, that's it. I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Uh, we have the both sides on technology, we have a lot of good points and positive points related to that, but we have also negative points. I don't know if we have more positive than negative or negative than positive, but I hope that in the future we will be more positive points because we have a lot of potential on use technology and we can do a lot of things with that. So I hope we are gonna have like more positive points. I believe, but yeah.
I hope as well.
Exactly. And what about you, Gama? Let me know your opinion.
Today, I will say just what I guess about it. This talk is a little hard to me, but I don't know if for me it's possible to say what will happen in the future with mental health, because it's a complex and a hard question. But like I said previously, previously, yes, uh, I think the people that don't have the control about themselves will to have some problems, more problems than the other people. I think so with the technology, the social media in general. No technology. I think technology could help a lot of the people, but with the social media and whatever, I think the people that don't have the control about it, it could to have some problems and sometimes don't have a strong mind. For example, today we can see it because some people live with stats just to it, and a lot of people, a large of po- part of the population see it and desire desire it because they see some people using, doing, and whatever. I think it could increase more with the time, so it could be a problem for the population and whatever. Uh, in social media, the people need to have the control about what they do, but I think in general, uh, in the opposite of it, I think take care about mental health could increase a lot with the technology to doctors, medicine, and wherever. The technology will help a lot the people to discover how uh, look after so a lot of problems that we have today in the to health, to give health, a lot of problems. But I think in the future could have more problems of mental health than we have today. So sometimes so if today we have the 10, there we can have 20 problems to solve, and whatever. So it have more social and the lot of things for discovering and the process keeping it's a cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a hard question because it's difficult to think about how will people be on the future on this point because nowadays we have all this point about technology and about social media, and we have a lot of problems with that. I don't know how will people deal with technology and how will people deal with social media in the future, you know? So it's difficult to say about this, and you know, maybe we are gonna have more problems related to that because people can't control the usage related to this technology. Or maybe people will realize that social media is not so good on this point, and they will learn how to deal with that and how to use actually and how to control that. But yeah, I don't know. I actually, as I said before, I hope that people will improve on that and will learn about to deal with this, you know. But it's difficult. It's not so easy that as we said, as we see nowadays. But Gama, in your opinion, how will social media platforms and their leaders handle mental health issues in the future? What do you think?
I don't I think that it will keep in being what is today. I don't know if they will look after it. Can be that it change, but until now I've never seen something like this. I think so. The social media, they just want the people use it and stay in front of the screens using because it's I couldn't say that they are wrong. I can't say because it's the job. It's how they make money. Uh, if out it the social media uh could the uh stop and whatever. So, but until now, I didn't see any steps. If exists, I don't know about it. So I think it will keep in being what it's and I don't know if they will work in something about it. I don't know. It's like TV. They just will do what they always do. I think so.
Yeah, I pretty agree with you. They don't care nowadays about this, and they will do the same in the future, in my opinion as well. So I believe that people will need to focus on that actually, and not the social media platforms or their leaders. I believe that they will focus at the same, earn more money and focus on that, and not take care with people, you know. So that's the point that people need to realize actually. But just in your opinion, what will the role of therapists and counselors be like in the future? Do you think maybe they will be replaced by AI?
No, I, I think no. Uh, I don't know how this works because I never used this type of service, you know, so this is hard to talk about that because I don't know how this works, but I know something because one of my friends used this type of service, and actually all the people that use they talking about help a lot, and they are different people after they have this type of service, and I don't know, but I think this is important now, and I think in the future will be more important than now, you know. So, and I want to try to, because I think if you are in the corporate world, you need to help yourself, and this is one thing that I think can help you for uh, stay better with yourself, you know.
Yeah, exactly the point. And it's not just related to uh, work actually to deal with yourself, but it's also how actually it's also when you learn how to deal with people, you know, and how to deal with your emotions about people and all this stuff. So it's pretty important, I believe. I don't think that everyone needs to do that, as a lot of people said, for example, but in a general way, a lot of people need, not everyone, but a lot of people, and I believe that helped a lot. It helped a lot. It helped me a lot as well. So it's important. It's very important to just to have a conversation and to learn how to deal with your emotions and how to deal with anxiety and do you deal with activities on your job, for example. It's pretty important, you know. So yeah, that's a good point. So, Rogério, um, what kind of mental health, actually, do you think people will talk more openly about mental health in the future? And why do you think people don't do that nowadays? For example, why do you think people have some problems to talk about mental health nowadays?
From my view, I think they don't talk it because felt afraid of to talk or insecurity, you know. It's my view, okay? I think open about mental health in the future. I think no, people love to show what we're doing in the Instagram, talking about something about health. I think it's difficult. There are a few part of these people love to practice exercise, to do meditation, to take care about your friend, your colleague. And I think, in my opinion, they don't talk a lot about this important topic. It's my view.
Yeah, it's curious, because people like to share their lives a lot on the social media and they like to share everything about what they are doing on social media, but they don't like to talk about mental health and how they are feeling the things and how they deal with emotions. So it's like of curious. People focus a lot on share some points and not other points. I believe that's related to the point that people love to share just the positive points. And maybe, or in a general way, mental health is related to the bad points and how are you doing with feelings and emotions and the bad moments on your life. So yeah, maybe it's because of that. People love to learn just the perfect things and the perfect life and the good moments. But yeah, it's hard to deal with technology and people and all this stuff. And it is not comfortable to share your bad moments, share uh your mistakes and all this stuff. So yeah, I understand in some level. But okay, guys, unfortunately we don't have time for more questions, but I would like to send on the chat the link of the survey for you. As you said, it's a number survey. You can say what did you think about the immersion and also suggest other topics that you want to talk about. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the conversation. I hope to see you on the next time. And thank you so much for coming. Okay. So thank you, Jessé, Rogério, e Gama.
Thank you,
All right.
guys. See you.
See you.
See you.